One thing you mentioned earlier is that you work with startups who may not have as much funding as they need to kind of get phase by phase. And that's one of the conversations we've been having ongoing, and this opportunity where the missing middle is. And so the missing middle is kind of this gap of funding that's maybe between $100,000 and maybe $500,000, where we don't see a lot of agencies and organizations tapping into that space. One of the conversations has been around angel investors, like local angel investors, kind of filling that gap. What are your thoughts on that? Is that an opportunity moving forward?
Opportunities for angel investors are really wide and great. And the beauty is, the entry point is not very expensive. It's not like in America where maybe you pay hundreds or thousands of dollars to enter into a space. I think we are much cheaper. The young people don't need too much money. What we do in Centum, we enter into a business when we see it is good business, it has potential. We take half of it, 50%. Then we ask the guy, how much money do you need to take this business to fruition and to the market? And we give them that money, 5 million, 10 million, 20 million. And I would like to ask and to appeal to many angel investors, people with money, to bring their money here. You know, today, keeping dollars in banks in America, you get zero. You don't get any interest. So it's crazy to keep your money, you know, into banks. And I think those people who come to Africa, eventually they realize what it is all about. So there are many young people willing to work with investors because what they are lacking is money. The government has tried to do a lot, especially in Kenya here, to give some money for startups for the youth, both women and men, and it's not enough. I think there are so many young people with innovative ideas, and therefore we believe and really appeal to angel investors to come to Africa. We may not be on CNN, but I can tell you there's a lot happening here in this part of the world.
In a more growing setting, women in entrepreneurship is something that's becoming more acceptable in terms of family responsibilities. Kevin O'Leary from Shark Tank that mentioned recently all of his latest investments that are actually making money are either co-founded or run by women. So how can we bring that trend and also that data here to support more women in entrepreneurship?
I think that that trend is here already. In my businesses, half of them are run by ladies. I can tell you that. I cannot survive one day without support from the ladies. I have technology which is run by ladies. I have my financial accounting run by women. To be honest, I trust women more than men in managing my finances. Ladies are very committed. And in Africa, we have women equally educated as the men. In fact, in universities these days, the average numbers is almost nearly equal, those who graduate. So we just have to remove bias. You know, the chauvinistic man attitude of thinking that women should be in the kitchen is something that is disappearing very fast. And for ladies, I would like to ask them also to push for their space, not to wait to be given space. You see, I see like in Kenya we have a law or a constitution requirement that the political positions in a certain time should be 30% women. But you know, if you go back to the population, you find women are actually more than the men. Why are men allocating themselves 70% and women 30%? This is traditional affairs that we must scrap, and we must allow ladies to have the same opportunity like men. And they will if they demand, if they're like you.